Right, hello again everybody. I'm just in the process of setting up my brand new 4K camcorder, which is a VXF990 from Panasonic. Now, looking in the instruction manuals that come with it, they tell you that the zoom options you've got are 20 times optical zoom, 25 times intelligent zoom, or you've got up to 60 times digital zoom, or up to 1500 times digital zoom. My previous camcorder had 90 times zoom, so I want to get it, I'll try and possibly want to get it to the 60 times setting, but the problem is there's no explanation in here about really what that means to people that have never used a camcorder. I've been looking on YouTube and I found somebody by Spooner Studios, is his username on YouTube, showing how he set up a different camera, Panasonic X920, and this is from a few years ago, but it's still the basic setup functions on the camcorders are pretty much the same. So once you get to the nearly the 15-minute mark on this video, he shows you zoom mode. Okay, I'll now show you on this unit, so let's show you what to do. So click on one of these buttons here, click on menu, click on record setup. Oh, I've already got to that point, but anyway, on this camera, right, zoom mode, optical zoom 20 times. So what that means in it, it's just like I don't know, putting something under a microscope, making something look bigger. So if you're trying to see a bird in a tree that's 50 meters away, you can zoom in and make the bird look like it's closer to you. It brings objects closer to you, that's what I'm trying to say. So click on the zoom mode button. It doesn't want to do anything. Oh, there we go. Okay, and it now gives me these four options. So if I were to click on optical zoom 20 times, I presume that leaves it stuck at, that's as much as I could possibly zoom in, 20 times, then nothing else happens. If I click on the iZoom thing, does that mean for the first 20 times magnification I'm using that and then something kicks in to make it magnify it a little bit more? I need an explanation. And then if I click on digital zoom, presumably it wouldn't be digital zoom from 1 time zoom to 60, would it? So does that mean I'd have optical zoom up to 20 times and then the rest of it, 21, 22 to 60, is digital zoom? I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say. I mean, that's just not explained. I mean, clicking on that kind of sounds like I'm only using digital zoom, if you see what I mean, but I presume it has to be using optical for the first part and then it's basically allowing me to use digital for the rest of it. Now 1500 times, that's going to be ridiculous, because I will actually make a video. Well, why don't I do that now actually? Let's click on optical zoom 20 times. Okay, so I've now selected that. I'm now going to click exit. Right, I've set the time and date. So what I'm going to do now, this is going to be hard to do. Right, I'll just cover up this. I'm still recording. I'm just going to walk through my house and I'm going to go and record something with the new camcorder. And I'll show you what it can see. So just give me, only take me 20 seconds to get to where I need to film from. I just need to get to my back of my house so I can look out of a window and give you an idea of what's going on. So it's going to be hard to do 2 camcorders at once. Right. Okay, there's some of my back garden. Trees, whatever. I've got to try and think of something I can try and zoom in on. What can we see? What can we see? Oh, I know. Okay. What I'm going to try and zoom in on, I'll do using my old camcorder to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. That is 1 time zoom. That's what you see with the human eye. Now, if I zoom in, okay, I'll zoom in on that chimney over there. That's 35 times zoom. That's what my old camcorder can do. Okay, so now I'm going to... God, how am I going to do this? This is going to be very awkward to do. Let me put the camcorder down. I'm now going to attempt to zoom in with my new camcorder and somehow film myself doing that. God, this is not going to be easy. Okay, so I need 4 hands really. Right, so what is going on? I need to hold on. Helps if I zoom out. Right. Okay, so you're looking at the screen on the new camcorder, which I have to say, this new camcorder is really hard to hold. Let me just attempt to show you, because it's such a bulky size. It's not comfortable for me to hold like that. I'm going to use it on the tripod as often as possible, because handheld I can barely access the controls. It's very difficult. Anyway, right, so using the new camcorder, you pull that to the right if you want to zoom in. Okay, so can you see that? Ooh, that's the wrong. Right, there we go. That is 20 times zoom on that. Okay, so you get pretty much the same. I'll now zoom out. You can see how impressive that is. Right, 20 times. Okay, zoom out. Right, now let's go into the settings and change these. So menu, record setup, zoom mode. Now let's do eye zoom 25 times. Okay, see it's set there, and then click on exit. Right. God, this is not easy. Okay. Okie dokie. So, I can hear a helicopter. That might be worth filming if I can see it. Can't see it yet, so I'll just carry on with what I'm doing. If I do see a helicopter, I'm going to skip to that. Right, so again, let's have a look what happens. So that's 20 times. Can you see the number on the screen? It's now allowed me to go to 25 times zoom. Okay, well I can definitely hear it. It sounds like an Apache military helicopter coming from the east. Probably one of the ones out of Watchisham. So no, this is awkward. Right, okay. I might as well. Can't see the helicopter yet, but if I do, I'm going to start recording. I'll try and record it on both camcorders. It's going to be hard. I can't actually see it. It could well be up in the cloud. Let's just. I can hear it, but I can't see it. It's got to be up in the cloud. Okay, right. We're not going to be able to. So, okay, next we're going to go to menu, record setup, zoom mode. Now we'll try D-zoom, digital zoom 60 times. Okay, see it's set there. Now click exit. Okay, now. Oh, this is awkward. Right. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so there's that chimney I'm trying to zoom in. Okay, so yeah, it's gone past. So it's gone past 20 times is optical. That's optical. Then you've got that intelligent zoom, which takes you to 25. Now, if I keep pulling on the lever, 30. That's 42. There you go. That's 60 times zoom. I can do that. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, that's 60 times zoom. Now, don't forget, my old camcorder could do 90 times. So, let me zoom out. And just to give you an idea, I would estimate. Oh, there's a bird. Let's do that instead. if I can get it in focus. It's some kind of crow. Right, if I zoom out, I would estimate that's got to be, I don't know, 150, 200 meters away. So right, last thing to do is on the new 4K camcorder again, get to the menu, record setup, digital zoom. Let's see what happens when I do 1500. I mean, that sounds ridiculous. You cannot possibly keep the quality when you zoom in on something that much. It's going to get all pixelated, I'm sure. So let's see what happens. Because I know in the previous camcorder, my previous camcorder had 50 times optical zoom, which is brilliant. And then digital took it to 90. If the lighting was really good, at 90 times zoom, if you're watching back in TV, you wouldn't know that that was digital zoom. In lower light, it starts to get really kind of, you know, grainy, pixelated. Doesn't look very good at all when you zoom in a lot. So I would think anything over 90 times, even on this new 4K camcorder, is going to start looking a bit naff when you've blown it up. So anyway, right, so oh God, I said I can barely hold this new camcorder. It's just too chunky. It's very hard. Anyway, let's see what happens. So where's it? Let's try and show you. So I'm filming the screen. Where are we? Okay. Right, that's 20 times. That's 25 times. That's intelligent zoom. Now it's digital zoom in the other setting. That takes it at 60 times. Now let's see what happens. Okay, so with 90 times zoom, let's go back a bit. It's hard to get it to the exact right point there. 90 times. That's how much my old camcorder would have been able to zoom in. And I wouldn't say that's razor sharp image looking at it with my eyes, looking at the screen. Anyway, let's keep zooming. That's 140. Yeah, look at it. It's all going terribly grainy. It looks like massive heat haze on the screen now. 3. Oh my God, that's incredible that it could do that. But yeah, okay, you get the idea. So I'm just going to do it again. So 64 times. 90. I would not go above 90. Unless it's like a plane on fire in the distance and you really want to get something, maybe you use more zoom. But once you use more zoom in the digital, look at that, that's 190 times zoom. 300 times zoom gives you that, and it's incredibly grainy now. Like I said, it looks like severe heat haze or something. So that's 300. Let's see what happens. Ooh. At 500 times zoom you get to that, and I mean, I'm trying to keep the camcorder still, but even moving it a millimetre, the image is moving all over the screen. But can you see how badly distorted that is? It all looks like foggy, like when you try and look out of a car and it's all got condensation on the inside on the windscreen. Anyway, let me find the let's go back. So get in focus. Okay, 150, 180 times. That's 300 times. That's 600 times. Jesus, that's incredible. That is 1500 times zoom. And as you can see, it's incredibly distorted. But, you know, you can zoom in. You can get an image. That's incredible. So I might actually leave it on this setting, because you never know when you're going to want to use that. I mean, I'm never going to use... I doubt I'll ever use something 1500 times zoom, but still, that is absolutely extraordinary. I wish I could see that helicopter to show you, but I can hear another one coming, but I can't see it. So anyway, there you go. I hope I've demonstrated the zoom capabilities of this camcorder. I'm going to switch off to save the battery now. I'll leave it on the 1500 setting, because like I say, I know how useful zoom is on camcorders, so I know there's going to be plenty of times when I'm going to want to zoom in 50, 100 times on it. When an object's distance, like a plane, if you're watching a plane at an air show, you're going to need a lot of zoom. If you film birds, wildlife, you're never going to be close enough to get a good picture, so you always want to be zooming in. But yeah, as you saw, once you go above 100 times zoom, the picture looks rubbish. So it's more of a gimmick, really. But anyway, hope that was useful to you, showing you how to set this up. Panasonic VXF990 camcorder. They've been on sale in Britain for the most of 2017 for about £699 or upwards. Last few days they've come down to £629 because we're now past summer. They seem to think people only buy camcorders for summer holidays. I can hear a taxi helicopter. See them, but there's definitely some going past just to the south of Cambridge right now. Yeah, can't see them. Okay, so enough waffling. Thank you for watching this. Look at my other videos about this camcorder, how to set it up, unboxing it and all that. Look through my account. I'll put them in a I'll make a new playlist for this camcorder. I'll call it Panasonic VXF990. I'll make a playlist to put them just into that, so you can only group all the videos into one place. Right, thank you for watching. Bye bye.